Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Married at First Sight season something, season 9, episode I don't know. This is my baby Stuffy Wuffy. Can you look in the camera, please? She's not looking in the camera, but this is my baby Stuffy Wuffy. She gonna be in the room with me. She gonna be in the room with me because I can't trust her around her older sister. So she gonna be in the room and we gonna love each other so much. That is my baby Stuffing. She is my second daughter. I have my oldest daughter. Her name is Jessie. She's my gerbil. She is in the living room. I want to let you all know that my earrings are back. You can check out the link in the description box below or the pinned comment. And I also want to let you all know that I'm reviewing Claws, and you can check that out right up here. We see Matt and Amber. They consummated the marriage last night. She hopes Matt enjoyed it because she surely did. Matt says that it was very romantic and it happened naturally and it was very perfect, okay? We see them, they are working out together. Then they go on a tour of Antigua. Amber says that every minute with Matt has been magical, and they're both happy that they have someone to travel with. They're walking on the beach, and they were both surprised by how much chemistry that they have, considering that this is their third day of marriage. And Amber says that it doesn't feel awkward to have a husband, especially a hot husband that she can kiss a lot. Okay, we see Deonna and Greg. They're outside. They sit down. She's like, we have to worry about birds and everything because she's been pooped on by birds twice. She says that she is starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with Greg. Deonna then talks about the compliments that he's been giving her. She says that he gives great compliments. You know, they're really nice. They're really wonderful. It's just she's been getting a lot of them. And, you know, she doesn't really need 100 compliments a day. She's okay with having some compliments. So he's like, I can understand that. I'll say like a minimum of 3 compliments. I'm sorry, a maximum of like 3 compliments. She's like, okay, that's fine. You know, just give me this week to get acclimated to that. Deonna says that since she's been out of a relationship for so long, she does need to get acclimated to being back into a relationship and doing relationship things, you know, and receiving compliments and everything. So they go play scuffleboard. They talk about what the group talked about when, you know, basically the men and the women all split up and they talked about, you know, their relationship and everything. Amber told everyone that she has sex. Iris said that she was very happy with the way that Keith treated her and, you know, received the fact that she was a virgin. Deonna was very happy with Greg, and Elizabeth was very, very happy with Jamie and very sad that she was unable to jump his bones. So they discussed this. Greg says that his only concern that he had was her being out of a relationship for so long. He told the men that it did bring up a couple of red flags as far as if she had trust issues or if she would be able to let him in since she's been doing everything on her own for so long. Deonna says that those are valid points, and she is an introvert and she needs to remind herself to be open, and that they've been building trust with each other and they both want this to last forever. Okay, so I really like this couple. I think that Deonna is she gonna be cool. I think Greg really likes her. Greg is smitten with her. I think she is like this much smitten with him, and I think that she is letting like the boundaries fall. Like, you know, she ain't trying to have sex with this man, but, you know, she is letting everything just fall and everything be calm. Okay, so they go zip lining, and Greg is not a fan of heights. He's not a fan of things that he can't control. He's like, so what if the line breaks and we just dead on the ground? And Deonna's like, please don't talk about that. Why don't you feel this way when you drive motorcycle? He's like, a motorcycle I can contain, I can scan the road, I can figure out stuff, I can know when to hold them and know when to fold them. In this zip line, I don't know nothing. They get ready for the zip line. Deonna goes first. She slides down. She's like, woo. He is like, he decides to bite the bullet and do it. And then they do like 12 more zip lines. And after, he's like, oh yeah, that was cool. You know, I could do one more. And she's like, you want to do one more? And he's like, no, I'm joking. I don't. They sit down. They have this nice picnic. She asks for a massage. He gives her a massage. It seems like all of the boundaries, like I said, are melting away. It seems like they can be a really good couple, and they look really cute together. So we see Elizabeth and Jamie. They sit down for breakfast, and she got her period, so she is unable to have the sexual intercourse, okay? Jamie feels like they're very well matched because he loves her energy. So after they play the volleyball, you know, and Elizabeth goes off with the girls, Jamie goes off with the boys. Elizabeth, you know, was diving in the sand and stuff to play volleyball and everything. So she goes and takes a shower. She takes a shower. She says she waited for Jamie for like 2 hours after she got out the shower. Jamie never came back to the room, so she ain't know where that man was. She ended up going to get lunch by herself. So she comes back. Jamie is in the room. She's like, and so she's like, what? Like, you just left and didn't want to see about me? And he's like, I mean, you just left and ain't want to see about me. They both basically had the same concerns. They both wanted to spend time with one another and do something with one another. And one thing I'm having trouble believing, neither one of y'all had y'all phones, because I will call my husband in a split second. The two people that I will blow up their phone is my mama and my husband. Okay, I used to text my mama so many times, but my husband, I do the same thing. Hello, you okay? What's wrong? What was I saying? Because I just got mad for like one quick second. She says that you hurt my feelings. He says, okay, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. I wanted to spend time with you. She says, I wanted to spend time with you. She says, you're my priority. He says that you're my priority. And now they realize, you know, that they were just on different wavelengths. Well, if you had each other's phone number, you wouldn't be on different wavelengths. That's all I'm saying. They have this private, nice dinner. They discuss about what they're going to do when they get back to Charlotte. Jamie's like, he's just really excited to move into their house. Elizabeth is like, okay, so do you want to have kids? I mean, not now, obviously, but, you know, in the future, do you want to have kids? And he's like, I ain't really trying to be all kitted up. I ain't trying to be kitted up, okay? And Elizabeth is like, I ain't trying to be kitted up either. We cool. They both lied. They both lied to the experts and told them that they wanted kids because they thought that that's, you know, something that you're supposed to say. But they both agreed to revisit the question in a few years. Girl, if y'all don't want kids, don't have no damn kids. The fuck, they expensive. They don't be doing nothing. And they don't pay no bills. It's literally more harm than good. So they're fine. Then they go back to the room. Elizabeth has planned for them to get into the tub. They get into the tub, and Jamie says that he can see himself falling in love with this woman, okay? Aww, how nice. We see Iris and Keith. They're walking on the beach. Iris says that she doesn't want to dive into anything without knowing his intentions. He says that she asks him, why did he do this process? He says that he had dated and he hadn't had the best of luck, you know, picking someone that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with. So he thought that this was the best way to go, to just like have somebody else have the control so he wouldn't be picky as he is, or picky at all, because he don't have a choice. So she asks him, do you want longevity out of this situation, or do you just want to like be married for 8 weeks and then, you know, say it was a fun experiment? don't think any of these people come on this show, or maybe they do. I've only seen 2 seasons. I don't think any of these people come on these shows to just like be married for 8 weeks. But he's only known you for a couple of days, so he don't know what his intentions with you are. Like, what are your intentions with him? Y'all don't know each other. Anyway, he says that he is in this for the long term. He does want longevity. And after they come back from the separate groups, they talk about what they discussed. Iris talks about how she is very pleased with him being patient with her about her virginity. You have no other choice but to be patient with me, to be quite honest. Like, Keith has no choice but to be patient or to get his ass out of the situation if he doesn't like that Iris is a virgin. They both say that they're finding balance with one another, and Keith wants to know about her pet peeves, if she has any Keith-specific pet peeves that he does. So she says that he's on his phone too much, but they're on the phone the same amount of time. It's just he's on his phone for like one period of time instead of throughout the day. So it seems like he's on his phone longer than she is, but they're both on their phone the same amount. I don't know. His pet peeve with her was that she is a morning person. He is not a morning person. So sometimes I need you to smooth it out and calm down before you talking about, hey, hubby, get up, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning and I need 3 more hours before I'm a functioning adult. So Keith has planned this very special thing for them to do. And on the way out of the resort, she's like, oh, we're going to do, maybe it's an array of things. And he's like, yeah, that's a cool word, array. And she's like, oh, are we swimming with stingrays? And he's like, yes. How did you figure it out? But yeah, I mean, don't give her a fucking hint. So they get there, they're swimming with stingrays. She got her hand on his breast not the entire time, but her hand was firmly on his breast. And I'm like, bro, get off his breast. Anyway, another thing, I know she had on a swimming suit, but that the swimming suit that she had on did not look like a swimming suit. So when she got into the water the first time, I thought she had on full-blown clothes. So they have this nice little dinner, you know. Keith says that even though they're on their honeymoon, this is still like a first date for them. So she asks about his parents' marriage and what about that shaped your view of relationship. And he said the fact that they, you know, got through everything together, they were able to work out their differences. But the fact that they were best friends, first and foremost, really is what stuck out to me the most. So they go and they lay on the hammock. And he wants to talk about intimacy. He wants to talk about, basically, how much of a virgin are you? I shouldn't say that. How inexperienced are you? Okay? I want to know that you just not out here not knowing how to do anything. She said, but he didn't say that. But basically, that's the question that he was asking. She says, well, you know, when I lose my virginity, I'll be having sexual intercourse. And, you know, that's what I was keeping and cherishing. And Keith is very confused as to why she keeps saying sexual intercourse, and she's like, well, it's different from sex because, you know, sex is an array of things. And so he's like, okay, so you have done sexual things before? And she's like, yes. So she's just, you know, hasn't done what she, you know, needed to do to be all the way there. And he is very, I would say that he's a little bit relieved because he knows that he's not with someone who is completely inexperienced and doesn't know anything, okay? She says, you know, it will take a little bit more time, you know, for us to be on that path to intimacy. He tells her, you never need to worry about giving me a timetable or anything. I just want you to feel comfortable, and I have patience, and I don't want, you know, you to feel rushed. So they're sitting. I have yet to see them kiss. Do they kiss? I know I was shocked that Deonna and Greg are kissing, but like I've yet to see. I mean, yeah, on the wedding day, yeah, of course they kissed, but like I don't think that they show any type of like physical affection. So I'm not sure, y'all, but guess what, I'm done with this. I'm annoyed, I'm irritated. Men really get on my fucking nerves, but With all that being said, if you like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything you need to know about me is in the bottom bar below. If you find this video boring, you can suck my ass. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.